Last man standing? Impossible odds? Let's do this!
This is the Clucked Chickens, a podcast about Realm Royale. All right, now, there we go. The proper intro is there. The music is there. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the Clucked Chickens. My name is OctoOG, and with me, as always, is Donut.
What's up?
Now, a little bit more energy now that we can hear you.
Sweet.
So, welcome everybody. Welcome to a week of very interesting gameplay in the way of Realm Royale. We've had a week of the new patch with no duos, no solos, all squads. Donut, what do you think?
Okay, so again, I'm going to back this up by saying there are a lot of things I do like about these patches, but overall, about 90% of me, down to my core, I hate it. I hate the state of the game as it is after this last patch. Taking solos and duos out of the game was completely nonsensical to me. I don't care if it's supposed to be a team game or not. That was a very poor choice in my opinion. Taking away the classes, which is, in my opinion, again, taking away the uniqueness of the game that it had. Right. Taking away the class weapons or making them just random regular weapons takes away the uniqueness of those weapons and the special feel you got when you got those. Limiting your abilities to one ability, which I could kind of live with, but making every ability available to anyone. I think they're trying to turn what was a good competitive game and a good casual game. The game was great either way. I think they're trying to turn it into 100% RNG based, which is not a very good platform to run a game on, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, here's where I see, like, we both know that I am a casual player. I am not the competitive player that you are. I like coming in, I like having a good time, I like playing the game. And so in that sense, I really, really like this. What I'm having a little bit of trouble with is the fact that right now, and it's probably going to be about 2 weeks, as a solo player or as a duo player, it's very hard. Like, not a lot of people have the friends that we have, the stream buddies that we have, that we can get in and jump in and have like hey, let's jump in, play a game, get on mic and play. If you can do that, you can win pretty hardcore in this version of the game. But as a solo or a duo player, you end up in in a place that it's really hard to play. Now, don't get me wrong, today I played like 5, 6, 7 games where we won, and it was because we worked as a cohesive team. But it doesn't happen that often.
Yeah, I agree. There are a lot of times where even if you do pair up in teams with randoms, it kind of forces you to communicate. Yeah. You get those every once in a while, the randoms. Sometimes they don't have a mic or they don't talk, that's a bummer. That's just what you have to deal with if you don't have your own a full team of friends. But the thing is, sometimes, and I'm a competitive player, so I enjoy playing teams as much as the next guy. I love the way you have to organize and strategize with your teammates on the fly. I love that. I mean, Octa, me and you play. We've played multiple times. We've had great nights, even when we're not winning.
Right.
But I also sometimes, if I come home from a hard day's work, or I'm tired, and I don't feel like using my voice, I don't feel like talking, I don't feel like streaming, I might just want to do some solos by myself without having to talk and constantly be communicating back and forth. So. Taking away solos, especially since they already had it there for that player base and the duos for those people, taking that away, it's almost like like, oh, here's your snack for the day, and then you start nibbling on it and then rip it out of your hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I find it very crazy, the simple fact that you just can't play the way you wanted to play. You can't jump in and be a solo player anymore. So that, admittedly, for me, that's not a great place to be at. So let's sort of jump into where we are in the game. For a lot of people that you're in this game, you've playing this game. So one of the big things, we all know that we have 2 weapon slots. We have one slot that is specifically for projectile weapons. One now is for hit scan weapons. You have an empty offhand slot, that would be your ability, and then you've got a movement slot. Now, things have been happening a little bit lately on that, and it's specifically the fact that you don't have you don't get projectile weapons very often anymore. I'm seeing this a lot. I'm seeing the fact that I'm trying to get in to play, to use a projectile weapon, but I'm getting hit scans all the time. There's so few and far between that we're not really seeing them anymore.
Yeah, it feels like with what all these changes that they're doing, including the weapons and the weapon sets and what you can have, I feel like for the most of the time, most part of the earlier patches, a lot of the times it felt like it was maybe 1 step back but 2 steps forward. This patch, it feels like they just took a mile back. I don't know why or you know, I don't know, but it feels like they're not going forward from this patch or in the immediate time frame right now.
Well, so we heard, it was on somebody's stream today, that the golden chickens are coming first. So the golden chickens, where you get them, you collect them, you can get your special skins, those are coming first. And those that we think are coming out this week. And next week, I believe, and I'm saying this week, this is they're doing one patch per week now, from what we're being told. So the expectation is that would come out probably Thursday. So we'd start seeing golden chickens coming out, and that'd be good. We'd start getting people back into the game because, you know, it's like, hey, I can get these things, I can start collecting them, I can get these really cool skins. So that in itself, number one, I think is a great thing. The week after is when I believe duos and solos are going to be coming back. So I think we've got another week and a half of no solos or duos.
See, where my question would be there is, then why were they gone?
So I know why they're gone. The reason why solos and duos are gone is they're trying to set up ranked matching. So a lot of the times, a lot of complaints that we're getting was that people like you, people like me, were in there playing, and they'd get in and get slaughtered. You'd land and you'd die. And it wasn't being a lot of fun for the new players. And I can agree with that. I mean, that's happened to me many a times. So what I think is going to happen is they're trying to get that in there, and that's a lot more work than, you know, those chickens that they were probably doing. And that's what it looks like is going on.
Good, I hope so.
So for the latest patch that came out, it was a hotfix. And at the end of the day, they were addressing the loading screen. It stayed too long. That's fixed. In-game crashing, I didn't see a lot of that. And the issue where multiple buffs could be picked up from a single rune, I wish I would have seen that. Now, there are a couple of things that did get into the patches that a lot of people have not really noticed. The first one being, did you see the blimp lately? There's windows.
Oh, yes, I did see with the clouds.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, they're getting a lot of flack about the clouds, but honestly, it's alpha. I don't expect it to be perfect, but I like the idea that they put windows in so you can sort of see. You can't see anything, but it looks like you can see stuff.
Yeah, I really like the updated map too. That's really nice. Much more detailed than it used to be.
Yeah, no, it's you can find your way around a lot easier. Now, speaking about maps, this is the thing that's absolutely amazing that we found. If you look at the back of the blimp, There's a map there. And weirder enough, stuck in the map at Waterfall is a knife. I don't know what that means. But if you look, you see right here, you see a knife in Waterfall. And then over here on either side of the underpass, there's 2 black arrows. I don't know what this means.
Is that knife? Is that around the hidden waterfall area?
Yeah, it is the hidden waterfall. Yes.
Maybe it's like a buried treasure style look here for because there is a lot of chests in that area.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's for new people that have never been here before, but it's very interesting to see what's going on there.
Yeah, that is it. And those 2 arrows might just be like dark tunnel holes, like a way to show that.
I don't
those
know.
Are tunnels. I'm not sure.
I don't know what it means, but
yeah, I don't know.
I actually tweeted to DieNasT and Realm Royale today, going, "What is this knife mean?" I didn't expect an answer, but it's there. So another thing that I noticed in the rank when you're going in, you've got squads, okay? But do you notice it says rank solo / duo, and then rank duo coming soon?
I didn't notice that.
Not a lot of people. Rank solo duo.
So will there be no ranked solo? Will it be or maybe they're just holding it there as a placeholder for now?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a.
That would be kind of weird to queue for a ranked solo but get put in a duo because it's a combined class. That'd be kind of weird.
I don't know. I really don't know what it means. It's just, to me, I was really curious. I pulled it up today, and I don't know if it's a typo or what. But
I feel like maybe they just want to tell us that ranked solo and duo is coming soon, and when that comes, they're gonna add a 4th box for the matchmaking so it'll be squad, duo. Oh well, it'll be squad, ranked solo, ranked duo, and then ranked squad. So there should be 3.
Yeah. Well, I think
unless they do ranked and unranked.
Yeah. My thing is I think squads will probably automatically rank you once they get. I don't know what they're trying to do here, but it just looks like it, because as you notice, it's not a typo because there's the solo player line, the duo player look, and then the duo player on the other side. So I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be weird if they separate duos to have their own category and put solos in with duos as well.
I have no idea.
If I was a high ranked solo player and or if I was a high ranked duo player and I want to play solo one day and it throws me in a random duo with a random teammate, I'm gonna be very angry because I don't want to lose my rank.
Right, exactly. I don't know what it is, and another thing which is very interesting, the very low corner. Did you see the weird penguin, the eyes closed penguin?
Yes.
It's pretty penguin. I don't know what it is, but I don't know when or where that's coming, but I really want it.
Definitely a future chicken skin. That's for sure.
I want that chicken skin very badly.
Now, I don't know. What I like more on this little screen here is the bottom right corner.
Join custom game?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is what I want.
I am. It's going to be very interesting. So I would like a create custom game, and then the ability to then join a custom game. So be able to do it, be able to send invite out to folks, and then be able to actually create your own custom games.
Yeah, that would be great.
I mean, it'd be really nice, but I would believe they would have to probably set up a few more servers to make that happen.
Oh yeah, they would need a whole server list, and
right.
If they want to do official servers, and on top of that, everybody else's custom servers, that's a whole thing.
Yeah, what would be really nice is if they had a drawing and drew people for the different tournaments instead of have the same people over, invite them in. It'd be nice to have the community come into some of these tournaments and be able to try out and try and win some of these prize pools.
That would be like my dream but from a competitive standpoint, from a streaming standpoint, from an ad revenue standpoint, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
Right. No, I agree. So we also had the Forge. The Forge is a little bit different now. The Forge now, you can get, as always, your health potions. You can get your armor potions. And you can get a rune. You can get a res. In between rune and res now is the epic. So you can get an epic weapon or item and have a chance at getting a legendary. So legendary is sort of just kind of disappeared from the game. I haven't seen much of it. It's mostly epic. So
wow, that's interesting.
So I'm kind of, honestly, I haven't seen a legendary anything in a while. I've seen one legendary ability that I had today, and it just, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with legendary. It just seems like it's really, really rare. But I would think maybe, I don't know, chickens, kills. How are we going to get legendaries? That's a question I'd like to see.
Yeah, that's odd that they would just not get rid of, but just about get rid of legendary weapons or legendary tier anything.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big deal. I feel like they're tapering everything that we had. They're tapering it all down for whatever reason, and it's I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, the thing is I think legendary should be rare. I agree with it being rare. And I'm okay with them crafting epic. But yeah, it's really, really, it went from seeing legendary everywhere to not seeing legendary almost at all. So I would like a happy medium, but right now I'm just not seeing it.
And the resurrection, how much is that? 120 shards?
No, it's only it's 40 shards.
What?
40 50 shards.
What's the timer on it? Do you know?
It's 60 seconds.
40 or 50 shards only?
Uh-huh. And what ends up, yeah, and you, I have not had the chance to actually try and resurrect people. People have resurrected me, but that's not a shock. But Stez, earlier this evening, he tried to res somebody and he died. But the thing was still going, but nobody rezzed. So I don't know what happened. I don't know the rules to it 100%. But in essence, you go up 40 shards, and I think it increases each time it happens. So it's like 40, 50, something like that. But
you can res the same teammate more than once.
I believe you can. Again, this I don't know. I have not had that much experience in this. But what we'll do is we'll figure that out for next week. So I won't be the dumb one here. So there is some other big news that's happened in Realm Royale this week, and it's sad. So last week we were talking about Kefri, we were talking about Overpowered, and we were talking about the professional gamers that are out there. And this week we heard that Kefri and Overpowered are no longer going to be competing at Realm Royale games. And and they basically said it was because the state of the game that it is in right now that they don't want to play. And I was a little shocked at that, especially if I was winning that much money each time I was playing it. I'd keep playing it until somebody knocked me off my horse.
Yeah, see, what I see from these two stepping up and saying they're gonna take a break or take a step back. Specifically, the reasoning for both of them, due to showing from their post, what they said is that they're taking a step away because they feel that with each patch, it gets a little bit worse and worse, and they're actually kind of patching the game to the ground instead of fixing and adding more, better, more fun stuff. So, in that sense, I kind of at this moment, I kind of agree with them. If you're gonna make changes this drastic. And again, this is why I also feel that if you noticed Realm Royale, the 10K invitationals have come to a pause.
Right.
After this patch, and I think this because they know that this is such a big thing, such a big change. They're essentially it feels like they're remaking the game in front of us. They just wiped everything out and they're remaking something a little bit different.
I guess the popularity of the game, that it came out so fast. We had Ninja and those guys jumping in, boosting it so high. Everybody jumps in, and they really didn't get a chance to be doing a real alpha. To be 100% honest, there should only be maybe 2,000 to 3,000 people playing at this game right now. And it should be the hardcore people, the people that are testing it. Right now, we're sitting at around 2,000 people at a 24-hour peak. And that's sort of where they should have been in the beginning of 2,000 of us playing this game, and them continuing to play it out with these 2,000 people. They'd be used to this type of stuff. It wouldn't be so blown up. I think they got too big too fast because somebody found them, the ninjas and so forth found them.
That I agree. I understand where you're going with that, and I do kind of agree. But at the same sense, I wouldn't necessarily put this studio or High Res or Heroic Leaps, whatever. I'm referring to High Res because it was High Res when they got huge.
Right.
I don't consider them to be an indie developer team. I'm not saying they're a AAA. They're not EA, obviously.
Right.
But they're not a small team of 5 kids in their basements. It's not me and you making a game. You know what I mean? These guys, they have experience with other games. They've made other very popular games, and from High Res's track record, they've also have had other games that have had really big patches that caused player peaks to drop hard. So it's not like this is a brand new thing. It's just that Realm Royale's drop off was huge compared to the other games because Realm Royale, like you said, got so big so fast. What I think should have been done, now this is me coming from a professional standpoint, as a professional developer team, if they want to be taken seriously and they want to improve the game like they were in the very beginning with the awesome patches they were coming out with, they should have been able to take that giant peak amount of players and morph their game, considering they still have this many players, and do it in a proper way to keep those players. They have marketing teams, they have experts that are supposed to know how to handle that. And if they can't handle that, I mean, that's their own fault.
I'm a developer. I don't know how many people know this, but I make games myself. And luckily, I have a good group of small people that I can make changes to what games that I make. I put them out. They're mobile games. They're nothing gigantic. But if I want to make a change to my game because I think it's going to make more money, because weirdly enough, making games requires to make money. A lot of people actually get mad about the studio for wanting to make money. They're like, all they want is money. But they've got to be able to put a game out that's going to make money so they can support the servers and the upgrades and the people that are working on it to make the game even better. So I can understand 100% that they'd go in there and they'd be like, listen, we want to make this game, one, that it can work with a controller, that players can play fairly well with it. I want to make a game that most people can come in and play and have a good time. They're not necessarily making it for the professionals, but they're making it for the general public that's going to go in there and buy the Cluckamorph skin, buy the Chocobo, or whatever the name of that mount is. They're going to purchase these things so that this can go forward. So yes, I agree. I agree that it's in a rough spot right now, but I'm still having fun playing it. And I think that's sort of where we have to be. We have to be in a place where do I want to come in and play the game? Now, you right now, admittedly, you don't like it. Okay, but you haven't played in the last week or so. I'd like to. We've got to get you and me and Stez and some people in as a team and try it out, because as a group, it plays well. but I'm having a good time, and a lot of people are having a good time, and a lot of people in the community are like having fun. And there's a lot of people that are like, oh my god, you said something nice about this patch. Oh my god, this is the most amazing thing. I like that some people think it's okay. It's a good patch. I admit, last week when it first came out, I was like, I can't play this. I keep dying. I can't get with the team. I don't know. I like the game, and I just hope that Hi-Rez and the team, they get back. They get these golden chickens out. They get people in. They get the solos and duos back. I think they're going to probably have to somehow get the classes back. The classes, I think, is probably the big thing that I think needs to come back.
Yeah, I agree completely with that. And yes, the last time I played was right after the first patch, the classless patch was put in. I played it with you, and you think I was in a bad mood. I think I was just not happy with the game. I wasn't having fun.
He basically threw a virtual keyboard.
It was it was too erratic. I liked the graveyard, the new graveyard on the map.
Graveyard's amazing.
But the gameplay, the combat, it was too erratic. It was too RNG. There's no way to put a skill curve or a skill base on a game where anyone could have anything. If that's the case, if that's what they want to do, then that's what they want to do. And what's going to happen is they're going to end up with a failed Fortnite clone.
Yeah.
I don't want to play a Fortnite. I don't want to play. That's why I'm playing Realm Royale. I like the classes. I like the RPG-esque ness of it, where you have classes, you have throwing axes, barbarians, and mages. It takes me back to my old Gladiator game days, and I like that. I don't want to play another BR game.
Right. No, I agree. It's a little bit crazy. I do want to play a good battle royale game. I want to play a fun game.
I have the paste bin pulled up from the last stream when they talked about the patches, and where Hi-Rez Erez, who is the CEO of the company,
right,
was in the chat. I have a paste bin right now of everything he said in that chat, and the one thing that kind of sticks out to me, which I am going to challenge me and you and Stez and whoever else we can to do before we make our next podcast, is he says during this stream, in his words, if you want the game to do well, get a 6-person team and teach them how to play. So I'm going to take his word.
Okay.
Now there's a lot of other stuff in there that I don't like, but I'm gonna do what he says. Let's get a 6-man team. Let's try to get some randoms if we can to get them to stay. Maybe hop in the Discord, and let's play as a team and grow together for a few hours one day, and let's see how much fun we can have.
I would definitely do that.
If I still dislike the game, or I'm sure it'll smooth some things out, but if I still dislike some aspects of the game after that, at least I tried. That's my big thing. I don't want to jump on a bandwagon. I don't want to just go out there and flame anything. I want to give a chance. So I think we should do that one day during this week.
Okay. Well, all I'm going to say, and Erez, I'm on your side 90% of the time, it seems. Give us the ability to make a 6-man team.
There you go. Already having troubles.
Yeah, the 4 people and 2 random don't work very well, and not everybody's got a mic. You can't get them, so just let us have that. Let us have that, and I will try that 100%. Now I have an idea. Okay, Erez, anybody at Hi-Rez. Okay, give me this one, and I have an idea. Of the perfect patch. You tell me what you think, okay? I have it. Bring me to Hi-Rez. I'm going to write down. This is my super patch, okay? You bring classes back, but bring classes back only to the point where you come in, you have your class, and you have your class movement ability as soon as you come into the game, okay? So you drop in, you have your class, you have class movement ability, okay? You play the game exactly the way you're playing today. You can go pick up any ability that you want. But the only way you can get the movement ability is to kill a class that has that movement ability. Okay? So that's your thing. Movement ability you can only get from players. Weapons galore. Okay? When you bring this golden chicken in, make this golden chicken mean something. Make it be for, I mean, you still collect them and you still get your skins, but in game you use them to buy your make your legendary weapon like we used to, and res the players. Okay? Make it 3 chickens you can res a player, then 4 chickens you can res a player. Okay? So in essence, you still get your players, and only those players can, those classes can forge that legendary class ability or weapon that you have. So the assassin can make the sniper rifle, but if you kill that assassin, you get that sniper rifle. And lastly, bring back, if you res, you res with nothing. Okay? You don't have any weapons, somebody might have to drop something with you. And then allow it so that we're no longer having shards. Let people drop their weapons, because right now we're in a place where whatever you pick up at the beginning, that's all you have for the rest of the game. You're killing people, you've got a gray automatic rifle. Bring back being able to pick up stuff. I think that fix does everything that high res wants, because it gives them the ability to switch through stuff. It brings back what the players want to the point where they want to start with a movement ability because it just feels like nasty not having that. And they want to be special about that. Hey, I get my class weapon. I'm able to forge that. But you do it by killing people. You get them by earning those chicken trophies. I'm thinking, if you really put that at a high shelf of being able to get it, not everybody's rezzing all the time. It's more about teams that are really going out there and killing, really getting out there and doing people down. That I think is, it's my opinion. I could be completely wrong, but this is my idea.
Yeah, I mean, if they really want to keep the abilities RNG that bad, I feel like that's a good way to change it. At least bring the classes back and the legendary weapons and that kind of stuff. I like the rest of the stuff you said. Ideally, my advice would be just to roll it right back. Class weapons, class abilities, legendary class weapons, and then classes. Just
just go back to where we had it when we first started.
Yeah, they could keep the forge the way it is. I like the runes. I love the rune system. I love the golden chicken idea. I love that whole thing. I love all of that.
And I love no armor. No armor. I like it.
Yeah, I like that too. I'm fine with that. That's great. Everything else is amazing. Just bring the classes back, bring the weapons back, and bring the legendary weapons back. I don't care if you need a golden chicken to craft a legendary weapon. I don't care if you could find one out of a drop box. Just bring them back. And one more thing I wanted to point out. This is why I mentioned earlier in the stream, high res, e-res. On that same stream, someone asked him, why did you remove solo and duo? I can't, this is ridiculous. I can't play solo. It sucks. And his response was, play the mode like you are supposed to with a team and stop crying. That's verbatim. That's quote unquote his text.
Hey.
Or then he follows up with, or go play something else and take a break.
Yeah, that's actually sort of the verbiage that's being used across the board with Baggins and all those people. It's like, and it makes sense. If you don't like the game the where it's at right now, go play something else. Go play something else. And I would agree to that. Come back, but the thing is like I stopped playing Hearthstone because it got to a place where I was just like, oh. And I didn't like it. But then I came back at certain points and I was like, okay, I like it again. I think once it comes to beta, come back.
Now that's the risk that they're taking. Is how many players. Obviously, we see it in the numbers that they're leaving. They are leaving. They're going to play other games. That's their option. That's great. I mean, I'm doing the same thing. But how many players are gonna give it another shot? How many players are gonna come back and try it? That's the thing. I know. E-Rez's main, from reading all of his messages here, his main priority, his top priority, is getting the new players in and getting them to stay. Yeah. I know that's his top priority. Yeah.
And he's he's also trying to do that to get ready for console, because that's the majority of where the people are going to come from.
Exactly. But the question is, hopefully he could save that while not losing everybody else who's already playing it.
Yeah. So
that's the balancing act he's trying to do. And right now, it's tipping off of the existing players, and all the existing players are falling off. So whatever he's doing, he better bring in a lot of new people, and they better stay.
Yeah. No, agreed 100%. So, and by the way, chat, thank you very much. People were talking in the chat and the how you to re-res people, and it's based on your killing. And it gets more difficult within the game. Thank you very much. We've never really had to do it because we're just so badass at the game. We don't ever have to be rezzed.
Yep.
I'm a liar.
We just die instantly at the same time, so there's no chance.
Yeah, but as I said, back to one last thing that we always say: we're in alpha. Let's realize that we're in alpha. I'm going to let them do what they do. I want some things back. A lot of people want things as well, but you know what? We'll see what happens. So
we're gonna have to see what happens.
Yeah, I'll be around because I love playing this game. You're gonna have to drag me kicking and screaming from this game because I really do like it. It's a fun game to play. I do not want to play Fortnite. I don't want to build anything. And Call of Duty. What is it? Call of Duty 4 out?
Call of Duty 4 and Call of Duty 4 Blackout.
Blackout. Yeah. That's not my type of game. So I've got this game. So
now I will say on the last positive note, in the state of the game currently, now with its population and its competitive players that are leaving, now is a great time to become a streamer for the game.
Oh God,
and
yes.
Get some traction while nobody big is taking up all the population of the viewers.
Yeah.
If you're a smaller streamer, now is the time to keep streaming it, keep grinding it, and some of that attention eventually is going to fall down the funnel to you if everybody else stops playing it.
Agreed. Yeah, this is the perfect time, and just get in there, play it, have a good time, be good with your chat, say hi to them at least once every 5 minutes. Talking about chat, we got a Cluckermorph, and actually, you know what? We have 2 Cluckermorph skins to give away tonight.
Sweet.
So we've been asking people over the last week. Are coming to Cluck Chickens and hashtag Cluckamorph. Now, if you did not get a chance to do that, and you're in the chat right now, hashtag Cluckamorph in the chat. There might be 1 or 2 of you in there. And what we'll do is we'll get you guys into a quick drawing and get these skins out. I will, once we've got a draw, then I will send them out to you and we'll go from there.
We got a handful of people on Twitter doing it, right?
Yep, we've got...
I saw a bunch.
Yep, we got a lot of people on Twitter. So I've got them in my super magic random generator here. If anybody in chat wants one before we go, you're more than welcome to come on in and try that out. Next week, hopefully we'll be back. We'll definitely be back here again next week. Hopefully next week we will be talking about the new PTS server, and hopefully we get to check out all the new golden chickens because I'm really hyped to do that. So
I'm excited to see how rare they are and how many of those you need for skins.
Yeah, no, it's going to be very interesting. We'll see what happens, but hopefully, it's a fun experience. That's the one. That's the one I'm really looking forward to. I'm really looking to see what's going to happen. How's it going to go? I want that mage skin so bad. That's just it. Okay, so here we go. I've got the Cluckamorph up, so I'm throwing my generator up, and the first person is where we go.
We got another entry.
Oh,
we got entry.
Oh,
last second entry.
Oh wow, that was close.
Farber Brob.
Okay, Farber Brob, I'm jumping you in there.
One.
Okay.
Just made it.
Okay, let me put him into the random generator here. We want to make this fair. Okay.
Oh, we got another one.
Oh, there's another. Kawhi. Okay. Dear God.
Hold the phones. The phones are ringing off the hook.
Phones are ringing off the hook. Okay. So we got Kawhi. We got.
Wait until the last second here.
Here we go. So random generator number 1. Everybody in there. we have Extra Medium TV. Extra Medium TV, he followed us September 5th, and so he's going to get the first skin. Outstanding.
Nice.
Extra Medium _ TV. Good job. You won the skin, so we're going to get that to you. And the next one. Zem. Zem in our chat. Zement Kopf. Zemkov. Zemetkov. You are the winner of the second Cluckamorph skin, so congrats. Everybody else, next week we're going to be giving away a couple of other fun things. We're going to be giving away a battle pass. So if you've been playing the game and didn't buy the battle pass, but you've been getting up the levels, we'll be giving that away. And I'm also going to be giving away an even rarer skin. We're going to be giving away a jailbird skin. So we got one jailbird skin to give away.
Wow.
And we also have, from PAX West, some of these awesome 15,000 Battle Pass experience points. So we got a couple of those that we're going to be giving away next week. So
this is going to be juicy next week.
So yeah, so we've been getting a lot of this. So number one, thank you everybody for joining us tonight on the Clucked Chickens. It's been great having you all. It's been great having you all in the chat, and it's great being able to work with you guys as a community to come in and talk about a game that we like. It's been a lot of fun. If you like this, please give this channel a follow. Also, you got myself, OctoOG, and Donut right here. Twitch TV, LOL_donut, OL_OL, sorry. And then OctoOG, that's pretty easy to find me. So seriously, everybody, thank you very much for coming in and joining us, and we will see you next week. Zemkov, I will be sending you some numbers here in a little bit. And everybody else, thank you so much. It's been a great night. Say goodnight, Donut.
It's been wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
I'll catch
everybody.
you all on the next podcast.
Have a great one.